Meanwhile, in the south, the IDF confirms that an Israeli copter-style drone was lost overnight in Gaza, and Palestinian sources report that Hamas now has possession of the UAV after shooting it down over Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip. Similarly, this latest lapse in surveillance follows another downed IDF drone in Lebanon over the weekend. Hezbollah militants claim to have shot the drone down, while the IDF says that it was conducting surveillance. Then 2 weeks ago, Hezbollah claims to have fired upon 3 other Israeli drones in Lebanon just days after allegedly Israeli UAVs fell down over Beirut. And finally, in July, back in the south, another recon drone crashed in central Gaza, although Gaza reports that it was shot down by a terror group. Either way, it looks like Israel's unmanned activities have been ramping up in recent weeks, despite the many risks, such as how many of the IDF's smaller UAVs actually have a pretty high crash frequency. Their size and simple design apparently make them easy to fail, get shot, or caught up in obstacles.
Well, the Foreign Ministry is being forced to freeze diplomatic activities around the world, and it's all due to budget constraints. The Finance Ministry's Accountant General gave the instruction due to the, quote, grave deficit in the ministry's budget, and diplomats working overseas, new initiatives and hosting delegations, and journalists from abroad are now all completely halted. The Foreign Ministry is calling this intervention by the Finance Ministry unprecedented and says that at a time when Israel is dealing with the threat of Iran and its proxies, the Foreign Ministry and its missions abroad will be almost entirely paralyzed. Foreign Minister Israel Katz says he's working to solve the crisis, but financial troubles at the Foreign Ministry are nothing new, and the ministry has blamed them on consistent underfunding by the Treasury. Now, this latest decision by the Finance Ministry comes just 2 months after it signed a deal with the Foreign Ministry to provide a significant increase in its budget and divert a planned strike that would have shut down Israeli missions in different countries every day. This agreement was reached following a huge cut of 1.2 billion shekels, or $333 million to the budget in June. And additionally, in May, the state comptroller issued a report detailing that ambassadors and staff had been living abroad on assignment in uninhabitable conditions, some envoys in rat-infested dwellings and sleeping on mattresses on the floor.